Red Ledger interview, I think.
Yo, it's Tyler from Looking Sick, and we're here with Red Ledger.
What up?
Hey! You guys have an EP, LP coming out.
Yes. We have two EPs actually. We have one that's our original stuff. Like we have like New England Winners, Gap Year, those songs. And then we did a covers EP for Christmas this past Christmas, and it's got a Menzinger song, it's got a Pink Floyd song.
Where would I find these?
It's all on our Bandcamp. All of our stuff's on our Bandcamp.
redledgerma.bandcamp.com. All free downloads too.
Looking forward to this new album. Is it more of a summary of everything that you've done so far and just like a total complete what you want your band to sound like, or are you evolving, trying new stuff?
Well, I mean, at least when I'm writing, I'm always trying new stuff, you know? Like I never, like whenever, like I've been in bands before this one, and it's always weird when people ask me like, oh, what kind of band are you? Because it's like I don't think about that when I'm writing, you know? It's just like, my band is just, it sounds like, my songs sound like whatever the songs I'm writing sound like, you know? It's just kind of, like everything that you do is just another step in the progression, you know? And you always gotta keep walking, you always gotta keep taking those steps, you always have to try and change, so it's just, whatever I'm writing at the time, whatever like I'm feeling at the time, that's just what the music sounds like, and it's just
so it's more organic.
Yeah. It's gotta be organic, you know.
Yeah.
It can't be like, oh, I want to be this kind of band and play in this kind of scene, so I want to write this kind of songs, and it has to have this, and this to be cool.
Yeah.
You know, it's just
and it's like all three of us combined too is what makes it
exactly,
and
it's
the best, because it's like whatever he's feeling at the time combined with whatever, you know, Nick's feeling at the time, he puts into his when he's banging on the drums, and
it's true.
Whatever I'm feeling,
It's true.
I write some of the stuff.
There's a difference between happy banging the crap out of the drums and angry banging the crap out of the drums.
And we can tell, only we know it.
It's a tonal thing.
Yeah.
I think with that, there is a difference between the emotional status I put into writing it opposed to when I play live. Because live, I mean, I just get really into it, and it ends up looking like I'm trying to kill my drum set, but it's just how much, you know, the passion that I have for these songs. But moving in the directions, I mean, all of our influences, the whole summary from the EP, Dark Endless, to the Christmas EP leading up to the LP, is how comfortable we are with each other and how intertwined with our writing styles we can be. So we can be, I don't know, basically learn our instruments better from playing from each other. And this LP is basically every influence, basically what we listen to outside the band, what we listen to with the band, just what inspired us to play our instruments, we kind of all put into this LP. The single we released, Black Holes Ain't That Black, also find it on Bandcamp.
I think that one's my
Twinkle
favorite.
the
I think
Link.
that one's my favorite because that one,
That's so fun to play.
I don't know. I kind of have to toot my own horn a little bit, but I feel like out of like all the stuff that I did for the album, I feel like that one has like the most clever stuff in it. Like little David Bowie reference in there. The title is a Stephen Hawking reference. Did you guys know that?
I didn't know
Black
that.
Holes Ain't That Black.
Yeah.
No.
It's a chapter in a Brief History of Time. Black Holes Ain't That Black. I've never read that book, but I was flipping through the table of contents one night. Interesting stuff.
I've heard it's great.
So could you describe like what you went through writing at least that song?
I don't know. It just comes from a place of just like I want, like you only want to surround yourself with like the best people, you know, and so you kind of set a standard for yourself. Like if I'm only gonna associate myself with the best people, then I gotta, you know, then I'm never gonna be like, you know, I'm never gonna find that because nobody's perfect. Nobody's perfect. You have to accept that other people are human, but you know, it comes from that place of, you know, looking for that perfect person and never being able to find them.
Someone's
New England Winters Part 2?
Yes.
Yeah.
Is that like
That's
a
a-
continuation? What is
well,
that?
it's an interesting story because I started writing the song, like I had the guitar part, I had some of the lyrics started, and you know, I was just kind of playing it around in my room, and I realized that it was the exact same chord progression as New England Winters. So I decided to just kind of start tweaking the lyrics a little bit and keep the guitar part and just kind of make it like the spiritual successor kind of thing, you know, like just kind of make it a continuation of the ideas and the same kind of themes of just kind of having to live in New England during the winter, which if you live here, you know that just being here in the winter is a drag, right? Like it's just kind of like this thing, living here in the winter. It's just weird, you know, it's just weird. So it's just a continuation of that kind of feeling that you get living here in the winter, you know? It's something that, I mean, you guys get it, you live here. It's not really something you can explain to other people. It's just when it's winter here, it sucks. So
That's the bottom line.
yeah.
When we play it live, we play them right into each other. New England Winters as a whole.
Probably my favorite time on stage is when we just play 1 and 2 together. And I love how all the people that come to our shows like know the first one. And now without even the second one released, they're starting to know the
Just
second
starting to
one.
pick up on it, yeah.
And that's just so cool.
That's one of those songs that I have no choice but to like sing super emotionally and get into it because I wrote it in a key that I can't really sing, so I'm always yelling and trying to reach those notes. So it's partly like, yeah, I like feel this song and I really believe it, but it's also like I can't feel this part of my throat anymore. So
The guy from the hotel here knows that a lot.
it's not artistic. It's totally just skill imitation. I promise.
It's
There's like so much feeling in it that when like he recorded the vocals, he couldn't do it all at once. Like you had.
Oh no, yeah, that's right. I had to take it
multiple
like
parts.
Yeah.
All right, so let's talk about the ginger.
the ginger. Oh yeah.
That you
yeah,
do
yeah,
it
the
every
ginger
single
root that I
show.
have. Well, it's I was going to school with this person, and she used to, you know, like it was like the winter, like getting close to the winter, like November, so her throat was getting sore, and so she had like a ginger root on her. So I asked her about it, and it's supposed to be like good for your throat. It's like a natural cough drop that you can get for like a good chunk, like
Just for the camera,
$2.
just for the camera, do you have the ginger?
I do in my bed. Hang on. Oh, my
So-
mom's under the chair.
As he's going to get that, let me tell you another story about the ginger. Last night, I believe, it's been about a month and a half since I moved to my own apartment. Finally, probably unpacked the last box because I'm really lazy. And I found probably a 3-month-old ginger root that was the size of a quarter. And this thing was like chunky, and it was like shriveled up and looked like a prune, and it was like that big when I found it. And I showed it to them, and I'm
I
like,
don't know.
Is it worth grabbing?
Is it worth grabbing? It's my bag's in the car.
I mean, if you want to grab it, grab it.
I
But
think it'd
like,
be good to have with the camera.
The keys are on the chair back
Nick
there.
has his vape, you
Just
can have
cut
your
out some
ginger.
of the time so it's not his entire trip.
yeah. So let's talk about that vape, baby.
What do we got here?
Oh yeah, plug that. Yeah, just got the other day. See? Chunky ginger root.
So what do you do with the ginger?
You just chew it. I mean,
Zip?
yeah. You just gotta like.
And it just helps your
little
voice.
chunks,
Does it?
and you just chew on it.
can I see that?
I feel like that does
The big one.
really bad things for your breath.
So this
It
piece
might.
of ginger, this is like a fresh piece. The one I found in my room 3 days ago that was 3-month-old went from this to the size of like a quarter.
Would you rather fight a one horse-sized duck or 15 duck-sized horses?
You know what?
Duck-sized. I mean, it would feel weird to me because it would kind of be like kicking a bunch of chihuahuas, but I would fight the army of duck-sized horses. You
This
know?
is for survival. Your feelings don't.
For
My feelings
survival.
don't. It's not like an empathetic thing.
No.
Like I can.
This
just
is for
do it,
your
like,
own survival.
I
They
would
will-
kick the hell out of that flock of horses.
Yeah. It's like an army of ants. Like they can have their army, but you can just step on it.
All you gotta do is like fall and roll around a bit. Like,
Or just
You know.
like kick your foot around.
We have both crashed and got headed.
We've all crashed anytime.
Yeah. So let's hear about that real quick.
I'd like to hear about that.
Let's hear about
every
that.
time that I've been involved in a car accident, it's been either I was walking or I was in a car with him.
Yesterday, I was on a 2-week driving ban because of my head, and yesterday I got my Jeep back, and yesterday was my first time driving in 2 weeks, so this is my first bigger road trip since then, but
Farthest you've been from home.
yeah, and then, so that was the most recent, and then the last one, we were in Taunton, it was maybe January, it was this...
Winter.
Yeah, it was...
Winter.
New England winter.
I just don't like winter at all.
No! In Taunton, there was this big clustercluck of a snowstorm, and
You have to figure that out?
No,
and so
I don't.
what happened is we unloaded our stuff at the venue, and then it was
It was
like
at
this
all of our
2-foot
records.
snowstorm, and in Taunton, no one plowed, no one was prepared. Taunton, I guess, didn't hear the forecast. And we were driving to the mall. I took a left. I hit black ice, and I hit a bridge with all
Yeah,
these
yeah.
guys and Ben's girlfriend.
Yeah, and you busted your tire on the curb.
Oh yeah, that shredded that
Yeah,
tire.
I
That was like a
busted-
perfect like angle curb.
Yeah.
So as soon as that tire hit it, it was just.
I busted my tire.
What's the axle, didn't you?
My axle was inside my oil pan. So other than that, I just totaled that car. And this recent one was a work vehicle, thank God, or we wouldn't be here today if it was my own car.
Oh yeah, thank God it was someone else's car.
Yeah, I mean, good thing it wasn't mine. So that's it.
Wow. That's that story.
So how does it feel to go forward 2 years of momentum, coming out with your first LP?
The whole experience is better than I could actually imagine. I mean, I got 2 of my best friends here that I make music with, and all we want to do is make music, give it out for people to listen, make sure, you know, on Bandcamp it's always free. We always want to have cheap merch, but the general direction is we want to keep going until we can.
That's what it's all about.
We recorded this with Luke Nagel
Nagel.
from the band Woven and Hiatus, if you guys know them.
I was in a
And-
band with Richard Pinker. They're good people.
And what we did was we went to his home studio in New Hampshire. And, you know, for one, this home studio, I mean, this kid went
The
to
Vibes
college
Palace.
for...
That place is a good
yeah.
studio.
He went to college for, so he just had every essential that a real awesome home studio would need. And what we did was the first day, set my drums up, nothing really more than a sound check. These guys came up the next day, and Ben played guitar through headphones while I recorded the drums.
You did like the whole album on drums.
Yeah, so it wasn't like me playing a pre-recorded click track, but he was in the room playing with me while I recorded it because we want to give that live sense.
You gotta
to,
play how you practice, man.
Exactly.
That was the hardest part, though.
That
was the first part with you and me getting like the timing like right on the.
all I know is I smoked a lot of cigarettes those 2 days. Like it was stressful because
If you have nothing else to do,
Yeah.
there's nothing stopping you. You don't
True.
have food.
I just want to get these like
Eat more food.
I wanted to capture every drum influence that I've had, all the way from Buddy Rich to modern drummers like the drummer for Pianos Become the Teeth and all those guys. So just capturing influence when I did the drum tracks. So it's basically day 1 and 2.
And then we did, what was next?
Guitar.
Then Ben's stuff was next, and that we
We
kind of
kinda-
split it up. Yeah,
yeah,
we did a
we
few
kinda
of
did a
his,
mix
few of
of
mine, few of his,
guitar
few of mine,
bass. Yep.
and then
Vocals were last.
vocals were last. We
finished
just
it
did all the
previously.
vocals at the very end. We did the acoustic song, like just me playing and singing at the same time. We got that in like 2 or 3 takes.
I don't